Hi, high school chemistry teachers. I'm Kendra, creator of ChemEd Solutions, and it's my mission to change the narrative of high school chemistry from yuck to yay by designing student and teacher materials that allow you to focus on what matters most, getting all your students to be confident and successful without the burden of using your personal time to do so. I support you by giving you my best proven tips vetted by thousands of students, parents, and case managers. So today's tip is from our unit on stoichiometry, focusing on teaching grams of A to grams of B in stoichiometry. Now, we've talked about mapping out conversions a few times now, and it's all to fully prepare students with the foundation so that way they can tackle stoichiometry. Ask any adult about what they remember about stoichiometry from chemistry class, and they will probably groan or have blocked it from their memory. So when teaching stoichiometry, you need to utilize multiple supports to ensure all your learners can tackle this concept. And remember, I have taught every level of chemistry. I have taught at-risk students grouped together. I have taught physical science students, large classes of students with special needs, regular academic AP chemistry, and survey classes. And so when I tell you that these are supports that all students need to be successful, all students need these supports to really get all of your students to be successful. So these are the things that I do in stoichiometry to really help my students understand it. And the students that get it right away still appreciate these because it helps them get even faster. So I use the visual and the storyboard of Moltropolis. And again, you can find that in our teacher toolkit chemistry notes and in the guided videos that I have to support you in those. And I have them create a map, which we'll talk about below. I have my students draw a fence, which takes away fractions because I find and have experienced when I was a student that I hated fractions and my students they're so scared of them because they confuse them. So I take them away by using a fence. Then I add units and labels to the fence. We focus on the chemistry first, and then we plug in the numbers from the map. So now I'm adding in a little bit more chemistry, but then the math. And finally, I always use this phrase for them to, quote, math it out. They multiply across the top and divide by the bottom. So what does that mean? What is this map? So the map, like I said, it goes along with our Moltropolis story that, like I said, is in the Chemistry Notes Teacher Toolkit. And this map, part of it is going from grams of one thing to grams in the other. They put their fingers on both of those and they realize, hey, I can't get there in one step. So what do I need to do? Well, I need to go from grams of one to moles of it, from moles of one to moles of the other, and then from moles of my B to grams of B. I have them draw the arrows across and then label it 1, 2, 3. Now this tells them I need to have 3 conversion boxes when I do my setup of my fence. And we're always going back to this map. Then with my map, we have them write down what our conversion factor is called. So our molar mass, our mole to mole ratio, and again, our molar mass. Our molar mass of what? So this would have been, some compound. This looks like it was from a hydrogen. And then their number of grams per mole. Then our mole to mole ratio, they'd be pulling out from their chemical equation, their mole to mole ratio, and then their molar mass of molecule B. So again, at first I have them draw all of this out. My kids who are fast and get it right away, this doesn't slow them down much, sketch it out real quick. They have to calculate molar masses anyways in this ratio, and they go pretty fast. I tell them for the first couple ones, I need you to do it. Then after that, you don't need to. But for my kids who struggle, this is huge. It really helps them stay organized, gives them something to go back to. So what I would ask my students to do is I would say, we'll draw a map of the mass of ammonium or mass of ammonia produced when 5 grams of hydrogen react with excess nitrogen. So I'd give them the chemical formula and ask them to start by, okay, my 5 grams of hydrogen to some grams of ammonia. Now I have them find it on Moltropolis, finger on either side. They can't get there in one step, so what do they need to do? And then I'd have them draw their map. From grams to moles, moles to moles, moles to grams. Again, they put in their numbers here of how many steps they need, tells them how many boxes. Then we would go ahead and we would, now if you have like a lower level chemistry class, I would stop right here and have them draw their fence. And then I would say, okay, back to the map. We have more to fill in. Now I need to, what is this conversion here? Okay, it's my molar mass of hydrogen. Let's figure out what that is. Write it there. Okay, what's my conversion here? Mole to mole ratio. Pull up from my chemical equation. Write it there. And then molar mass here. Then, right, now they're going to add units and labels to the fence. So the unit I'm starting with, add in all their units. Okay, that's the chemistry that follows our path. And your units, the units along the top of your fence, will match what these are here. These numbers, and then down on the diagonal, they're going to match as well because we drop our units down. Then after that, have them plug in those numbers. Okay, that is the best way to do it. It helps them see it, less errors, and more success and confidence in our students. To never miss a weekly teacher toolkit tip and get access to the PDF copy of both the teacher, this version, and the student version that I have to go along with it, sign up for my email newsletter at chemedsolutions.com/chemguide. In addition to weekly teacher toolkit tips, when you sign up, I have a few digital gifts just for you, including a high school chemistry course outline, pacing guide, unit checklist, and my personal teacher planner to keep yourself organized, less stress, and enjoying life. Thanks for tuning in, and happy sciencing!